And we are live. This is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints on Twitch and also from the YouTube channel Zachary 3D Prints. Well, if you are not following me on Twitch already, please do so, then you don't miss out on these almost daily streams. Well, it's called Talk and Print, so that means that during this live stream session we will talk about different kind of things about 3D printing, but also actually do something with 3D printing. So I also need to check some things in the meantime. Hey Bionic, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing? In the meantime, I'm going to use IdeaMaker. I had to download the latest version of IdeaMaker and see how Biqu is handling that. If somebody already has a nice profile. You know, the thing is, I am a guy that likes to tweak on printers itself. I can figure out some, you know, to go to profiles, you know, just tweaking a donor profile and then use it for a brand new printer that isn't on the slicer. So yeah, it's not the most perfect thing. I think Filament Frenzy knows exactly how the drill goes, but as long as there is no official profile on Cura, Prusa Slicer or other slicers, then new people that start with this brand new 3D printer aren't getting anywhere. Me, I'm doing well, very busy. I also made a new kind of intro because, you know, going from the hook, that is the beginning part before the video starts, until the intro from the channel itself, what I always call channel intro. Usually it starts at, hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints. That part, that is my channel intro. So yeah, that is unfulfilled, and some people do like intros, some people don't like intros. Some people, a 5-minute video are already too long. So yeah, basically I like to have a moment between the hook and the intro. So for that reason I made a little intro. Can I give a little, can I do it here? Maybe I can. Shall we check? There is no audio underneath it or under it. So I think I'm also going to share it on Twitter. It's long enough. It's underneath, under the 15 seconds. Hey, finished off the 4, maybe 5 prints for the next YouTube video. You are awesome, Old Courage. Welcome to the live stream. So without showing the whole folder structure of my where is it? Where is it? Yeah, for I hope there is no audio. There is no audio. First First I wanted to do something like this. Where are those? Just a second. Yeah, it stops. So I do the picture in picture. If the I might have to reprint 3 parts though. Buffer underrun issue. Yeah? Wow. So this is not a close-up of a 3D printer, or it is, but you know what I mean. So I had something like this as a little montage. It's without audio. I wanted to use something like this in a little little box, and then around some text, you know. But I thought, well, I can use that, but I wasn't so satisfied about that, so I thought, nah, it's not going to happen. So I went to Canvas and I started a whole clean canvas. Oh my gosh, I have so many folders in there. I had to scroll all the way down, all the way down. So I hope when I press on here, spoiler. Something like this. It's only 9 seconds. I mean, who can complain about it, right? And as end cards, I was thinking about this. Why do I get it now 2 times? Why? Oh, it pauses? This is for the end card. What do you guys think? I mean, I do like orange, I like blue, but the contrast between the orange and blue, it's yeah. I still need to, you know, I'm a guy from the tech. I like 3D printers, I like some software, I like some, you know, but, you know, I don't have to be an artist, you know. So yeah, that was basically the thing I could get out of my short sleeves. First thing, we are going to start with IdeaMaker. Well, it was a short intro, right? So yeah. So we are going to start with IdeaMaker. Can I do it open? Of course I want to open IdeaMaker. So we are going to share this. Oh. So IdeaMaker is a little heavier slicer. How do I know this? Because my StreamYard was going to give some red graphic lines, so saying that there was a little performance issue. So, but that is all out of the way. So what are we going to do now? I'm going to set up a profile for the Biqu BX. Maybe there are some pre-made slices, and we are going to set it up and see what is going to happen. In the meantime, hello to everybody who just joined. 3 viewers. That is so crazy. That is so nice. Thank you all for hanging out with this guy on YouTube. Did I say YouTube? I mean, you know, Twitch. But later also for the people who are going to rewatch this on YouTube. So you're going to get a message later, old crutch. So, SD card is inserted, yeah, I always need to, you know, unmount the card and then take the card out and put a new card in. I always get this message, you know the drill if you are having a Mac. Oh no, he just pulled the card out of the card reader. Oh no. Yeah. What shall we say about it, right? So, I am going to printer and configuration wizard. And I can check others third-party printer. How did I do it last time? There was a way to go back. No. IdeaMaker import. Examples. Just a second. Still working, not all there, not all here. Schneid comments. So printer settings, no. Import. I want to import. Oh my God. Close, no. Library? So this is the site from IdeaMaker. Profiles, because IdeaMaker has a catalog with all printer profiles, all like printer. So from 3D print beginner, he has a Biqu BX PLA profile. I click on it. About me never being all here. Oh, just partially, you know. So this is a profile for the Biqu BX 0.4 Sunloop PLA. I think this is just a PLA profile, not a printer profile. IdeaMaker PLA profile for the Biqu BX is tuned to work well with stock Biqu BX configuration. If you haven't get that, oh my gosh. So that brings nothing. What more do we have? So King Rune, no. Biqu, no. So here on IdeaMaker, no printer profile itself. So we are going to make one. Connect. I can hook my printer onto that, but let's not do that. So configuration wizard. We are going for a new printer. I can use the Creality 3 Pro. We are going to do a third-party printer. Type Biqu BX. You know, just set it up and see what is good. 250, 250, build height 250. Distance from border to build plate. Let's leave it on 2.5 millimeters. Rectangle, firmware, Marlin of course. Then printer type version FDM. I think it's FDM there. Advanced. XY composite baud rate. I don't know the standard. Yeah, you have to guess that. Change G codes, E length by multiplying filament flow rate. No, I think everything looks nice. I can do firmware retraction. Belt printer, 45 degrees. Nope. Heated bed maximum temperature limits. We will leave it to that. Encode, G-code, primary. Offset from print head. We do, by the way, we do have a auto bed leveling. We need to check that later on. Clearance setting for sequential printing. Not going to use that. Continue. Extrude account, just one. Use heated bed. Oh well, this printer does have, however, that other one, the name shall not be spoken. Yeah, I have some news. Primary extruder filaments, PLA 1.75, still race 3D. Polymaker. Sunlu Gray PLA. Sunlu Gray. Why should it be in there? I don't know. We use that one. Finish. Template. What is template? Prepare to slice. Group and layer settings. I don't know. Per model. Sequential printing. I don't know. More? Okay. Let's import a model. Shall we? Card deck shuffler. There's something I wanted to print, but didn't happen. You know the drill. Normally I print different kind of things, but in this case I'm going to start with how obvious a calibration cube, for the fact that a calibration cube is quickly printed and you see directly how it starts to print. Agree? I mean, later on, if I get a decent cube out of my Biqu BX, I know I can print something like a Benchy, see how the stringing is going. If I don't have any strings, then I can continue with other models as well. But you know, calibration cube, I think that is the most easiest of all to print. I cannot say it enough. Files, calibration cube, boink, there it is. Color, why should I put a color there? Well, extruder, can I do something else? No. Repetitions, Why? Select template. This is the one that was happening. We cannot find any templates of the selected filament to start slicing. I do have one. Well, okay. Please click more or create or import to add new templates. More. Import. Manage templates. So officially this printer doesn't have any template, so I need to add one. I can import from IdeaMaker library. Link. Really? Let's not do that. Creates PLA everyone for everyone. Copy template from printer type FDM FLSUN QQS Pro filaments PLA everyone 0. Is that the layer height? Hey, IdeaMaker has always seems very confusing to me. Yeah, you know, welcome to the live stream, by the way. I have exactly the same. It looks very confusing, and I can imagine because of the things that you are used to see in Cura or in Prusa Slicer. This looks a little bit different, but once you get the calibration cube out of it and you manage to tweak it a little bit for your Benchy or some other models, I think you will get the hang of it. And I think I know some people that swear by IdeaMaker that it is much more simpler, even though it doesn't look like that. I can imagine. So I use that one. This is create template name PLA area 1 0.2. So I don't know if you know it by now, but I'm always using a brim, one better build plate adhesion. Sometimes it's not needed, especially when you are printing, I don't want to say flexible models, but something like this. You don't want to print brim with those kind of prints, or else you have a very hard time removing all the brim between the movable parts. However, you can use, when printing something like that and you want to have at least a better build plate adhesion, use a raft. But most of the time you can print it pretty well. If you have some sticking issues on your build plate, I always use some hairspray in really case of emergency, or maybe all the time, but you know the drill. So brim only supports, well, calibration cube? Yeah. Okay, so I have now a main template. I think for the most common prints I always use 0.2 millimeter layer height, but you can always go to edit. Really? Okay, let's see how far we come with this one. Oh my gosh. So, slice. I mean, you need to have something to slice the model. So in 23 minutes and 9 seconds, this calibration cube or a calibration cube can be printed. Let's see how that is going to work. Or are there more things that we can check? So we can see the preview. So the brim is not so large for this one. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I do like the dark colors. Maybe because too much darkness. How is the Voron build? Do we know each other from YouTube? The Voron build is going fine. There are some little things that I have to do in order to get, yeah, you know, to continue. Because I don't know if you know it or not, but I printed all the parts for the Voron V0.0. And I talked to you on Twitter. Oh, that guy. Sorry. I need to peek. I need to peek because there are almost 1,000 people that that follow me, and I follow more than 1,000 people. So, I think the guy with the recent post about the Voron. Just a second. I made a little slip today, so no problem there. Come on. I'm going to find you. Ludwig. Is that correct? Yeah, so I was building the Voron 0. No, I was building the Voron 0.1, but I had the parts for the 0.0. I had the printed part for the 0.0. Later on, I thought, oh, maybe I need to print all of those. MakerKit said to me, are you building the Voron 0.1 or the 0.0? And I was like, what? Are there two different versions? So yeah, that happens. So Ludwig, welcome to the live stream. Oh, and thanks for the follow. Nice. Awesome, thanks. I see, by the way, that my graphics on Streamlabs is pointing orange. IdeaMaker is a heavier slicer, and it's not recommended using that on during live streams, at least not with my MacBook Pro from a year ago or 2 years ago. I think this looks nice. Export to upload to Octoprint. If you have a Biqu BX with Octoprint on the Raspberry Pi behind the screen, you can directly upload it. I do have also a Raspberry Pi installed on the back, but there are many things that I still need to reset. So hey, it's going to be fun. Shall we do start slicing? Yeah, we do start slicing. Slice. Yes, upload to printer. Upload. No. No, I want to export. I have named all my cards from different printers with the name of the model itself. So BX or Biqu BX because the name isn't that long, or CR200B, something like that, in order to, you know the drill. So ID4, because then I know that it is from IdeaMaker, and version 4, of course. Save. Yes. Export it. So this is just a stupid profile that I just generated, and I'm going blind in this. So I did use IdeaMaker several times in the past, but it's not my mainstream slicer software or slicing software. So there are going to be some issues, and you will see it here. So even I make some yeah, even I have those kind of things. I think we all have that, right? So I'm going to close IdeaMaker, quit IdeaMaker. Project has been changed. No, I don't want to save it. We will see what is going to happen. I'm going to take out the card. It will give some problems. Yeah, because I have several small cards, small SD cards, just like this one, and all have the same kind of thing. There was a time you could write on SD cards, and then you can see, is that one? But nowadays you always have this Kingsington SD card, or I lost the names. In the early days you had those SD cards, and you know, oh, it's from this one, or it's from this one. But now it's whatever makes the card, you know. However, there is some quality differences in there. Most of the time, the SD cards need to go upside down. But in this case, it needs to go the normal way. So, we go in blind. I didn't do anything on the start G code. Normally in start G code there's also something like a G29, and this one doesn't have, so we will see what is going to happen. So I take the upper one. So it's going to heat up the printer to 210 degrees for the nozzle and 60 for the bed. So this is going to be interesting. I also have another camera over here, but that one is also too much on my head, and the cable isn't long enough, so I will keep this off. No more ones. That's indeed, there's a big screen. I saw in somewhere last year somebody was playing a video on it, because, you know, why not? Yeah, I made a video about the Biqu BX. I released today on the YouTube channel. I already got some comments on that. I mean, I tried to give an honest review. For that reason, I said my Biqu BX review. I lost the title? Really? Oh my gosh. What do I think so far? Because I cannot officially say it a full review, because I have printed PLA on it, and I had several prints standing around my printer. Because what usually happens when I do a review, I print one model after the other. I take some pictures, I put them on Twitter, because Twitter is my main, or my second social media next to YouTube. We are going to check what is going to happen. I hope I take the right one, this one. Let's see what is going to happen. So I had one thing. I really don't know what is going to happen. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? So the first thing that he didn't do any auto bed leveling, so it can happen that there are going to be some issues during the print, but I need to switch over. This is looking nice. I'm going to add a camera there. So it's going fast. So this was just a stupid profile created with some basic settings. I do need to say, I didn't see this printer printing this fast. I really like the extruder, but I think it was Teaching Tech that had some problems with some of them. You mean the direct drive? I think, personally, I think that you can exchange this one for the Hemera, but I do have an Hemera here laying around somewhere. Still need to make a video about that. Yeah, it's paid with my own money, so I don't need to wait for that. So hey, no problem here. So yeah, basically I need to see how this printer is doing. It's a very light one. It does feed its heater block on it. Yeah, indeed, this one is lighter, and I think if you want to have some higher printing speeds, I think the lighter your direct drive is, the faster speeds it can reach. Some people suggested to me to install the Hemera on the Ender 6, but because it is a Core XY3 printer and it needs to print at higher speeds, I don't really want to go into that. So I don't know, it's looking nice. Yeah, indeed. Also for that reason, I want to have the forum. It's small, but eventually, I don't know if you are also following Crackmaker. Do I say it correctly? Because there are two cracks that I follow, and one of them I responded. Yeah, just a second. Sometimes I respond to a lot of people. Polymaker. You know, there was a time that I barely used Twitter, and now it's one of my favorite social medias. Sometimes there are companies that I'm trying to push to use Twitter. mean, Sculpto, they don't have any online presence, and I don't think that's great. I mean, Sculpto, you can tag them on Twitter, but they never shall respond. I was a fanatic of Facebook, especially in the early days of my YouTube 3D printing YouTube channel. But you know, I in the Creality group, it was very not hostile, but you know, there were people making fun of just newbies into the 3D printing, and it was very toxic. So for that reason, I didn't do much with YouTube anymore. I started to use more Twitter, and I don't need to say that I like Twitter a lot. It binds the community together. It's very very how you say it? It's I mean, Twitter binds everybody together if you are in, for example, on 3D printing, or if you are cosplaying or gaming, or it's bonding everybody together, you know? I respond to so many people, I don't see it anyway. But anyways, Greg's Maker, something like that. Or I scrolled past by it, something like that. But the Voron is indeed, when printing on high speeds, it's nice. It's very nice. So I did also prepare some other stuff. Greg's Maker Corner. Yes. Greg's Maker Corner. He has also a Voron. First print ABS on the Voron V0.1. Very nice. And it's awesome. Printing ABS also in high speeds. Yeah, cool. So, I did prepare something else. You know, I'm not always fan of Kickstarter and Kickstarter campaigns. For one of the reasons is the printer that is standing behind me, because it's not an online shop. So if you are buying a 3D printer on a Kickstarter campaign, you can lose your money. So I hope when I'm doing a Zachary 3D Prints News and Update video, or a closer look video which involves a 3D printer, the best is I always try to mention that, hey, hello, listen, this is a Kickstarter campaign. You can lose your money. It's not an online shop. So I always try to remind people of that. Off the screen. Which screen? The screen of the Biqu BX? What do you mean? Ludwig. You mean that screen? Cool. So yeah, the Biqu BX, a very nice looking printer. Screen is big, 7-inch. So if you can hear it, you hear some squeaking sounds. That is from the printer. So I was looking on Kickstarter. I hope this is still visible. No. I'm making this a little bit bigger. Like mentioned, this is Zachary 3D Prints, Zachary Talk and Print. So this is also talking in the meantime about 3D printer related topics or other tech that is related to 3D printing. So I saw on the 3D printing, 3D printer in sorted by newest, some Kickstarter campaigns that are looking interesting. One of them is the auto print one, and one of the things that I noticed is the cover. The cover, I have exactly the same kind of cover from my Raspberry Pi. So auto print, what is it? Works with most 3D printers. Is plug and play, plug and print setup. Starts print 44 times faster. Wireless printing, 3D printing by uploading. I think it's a Raspberry Pi in a cover. 3D print on online model. 3D print an online model. Extension interface. So the auto prints one in action. So somewhere it has an integration where you can send directly the model to the printer. I can show the video. No, yeah, for copyright reasons, I'm not going to show the video. So here they say with a slicer SD card, 11 minutes, selecting the file, 1 minute, 20 seconds for downloading the file, 40 minutes, 40 seconds uploading the file, slicer settings. Yeah. Simply set up. You hook your device to the power and then onto the printer. Install the AutoPrint browser extension. Does AutoPrint has also this plugin? Yeah, Prusa, IdeaMaker, Ender, and Robo. With most printers. So here yeah, I have bad experience with the Sculpto. I did say that I want to say something about the printer. I will do right after this. So upload local models is also possible. Slicing, quality, filament, infill, supports start printing. Oh my gosh. So exclusive auto print one SD card. All the software you need to make your own auto print one. This will run on a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, so it's an older Raspberry Pi already. Please note, free shipping on all pledges apply only to the United States. Yeah. So for the pledge of $79 US, super early bird auto print one. Get your auto print one 47% off retail value. 149. Are you out of your mind? Wait. Where it started. Where's the date? Oh my gosh. So, when I see correctly, so this thing is going to cost $150 US in retail price. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, what is the price for a Raspberry Pi and an SD card? Oh my goodness. So there is a plugin. I'm going to check something. Thingiverse plugin. Here. Octoprint Thingiverse. Since yeah, so I mean, the highest price. No, wait. We are on the World Wide Web, right? Right? Is that the best one? So I can buy a Raspberry Pi for 40 euros. Wait, we take shopping. Raspberry Pi 4B, 4 gigabyte RAM, 60 euro. 60 euro. And you buy a SD card and you install Octoprint on it, and then you can have the same thing. Yeah. Indeed, 60. We know the prices. That's great. It's still going. Did an auto level? No G29, and it's just printing. It's not super fast. It's going way faster than what I got. So Raspberry Pi has, or Octoprint has a plugin for Thingiverse. since 2019. Are released yes last year. Registration date 28 October 2019. Cool. Yeah, of course. So yeah, I saw this and I thought I want to mention it in my live stream because, you know, I don't know what idea is behind it. But it's already there. But I'm, you know, installing plugins in a browser, I think it's really tricky. Oh my gosh, really? Sorry, I'm going to check on the case because here. Yeah, Raspberry Pi case. I have a similar one. Why do they write here cat time? Why should you redesign or design it again? It's exactly the same here. Oh my gosh. Because I saw this picture, the thumbnail, and I was like Raspberry Pi inside. And yeah, it was like that. So basically, I don't know if the guy ever is going to see this Twitch live stream or the YouTube video. If he only developed the software for this thing, you know, great, nice, fine, but don't. No, there is no progress bar, but you see on the on here, you see how much percentage that is. I can also switch over to the Marlin mode, but then you have also you have a progress bar there. I'm not sure. So because the case of the Raspberry Pi and the Raspberry Pi itself are already designed, and a plugin for Thingiverse is already there as well. So it's sad. I mean, 150 US dollars as retail price for this product, almost 3,500 euros. Nice. Okay, let's continue to the next one. A controller board. I couldn't hear anything because the audio of this video is bad, but basically this is as they call the sigmoid S7P, closing the gap in 3D printer control. Oh my gosh, combining all the tools you love for your 3D printer into one powerful control unit. 2 hearts, endless possibilities. Well, I think that sounds very catchy. If we are oh my gosh, you ain't seeing nothing, man. I know you do. So basically, yeah, exactly. Can you show me the page? I was talking, and let's show something. So this is the sigmoid S7P. Something like this is designed, and I see a Raspberry Pi integration with that. I think that looks nice. I also see the connectors. The connectors like here, USB connectors, 4 of them. Also here, the Ethernet port. I think those two are also connected with the Raspberry Pi. So I think this part is Octoprint. Didn't read it, but Octoprint. 2 SD cards. One is going to be for the Raspberry Pi with Octoprint, and the other one is for the mainboard itself. If I look to this, I think a power module, a MOSFET for the heat bed, something like that. So this is the Sigmoid S7P working prototype. So what do we have? We have the CAN minus FD channel, 8 end stops, wow, 7 TMC 7, 2209 stepper drivers, so silent printing and also sensorless homing. 4 thermistor channels. 4. Why do you need 4? Okay, heated bed, nozzle, second nozzle, and I think a heated chamber. I think that makes sense. 3 fan channels with speed signal, nice. 3 low side drivers, 2 extruder heaters, 2 extruder. What did I tell you? So IDEX possibility, 20 amps bed heater. I think that is nice. Further, NC no relay. I don't know what that means. Emergency stop circuit. 2 micro SD card slots. We already saw that. HDMI. Of course, the Raspberry Pi part of this board. CSI ports. Are we going to see a whole new episode of CSI then? Gigabit Ethernet, that is very nice, and 4 USB 2.0 ports. I rather would like to see 3.0 USB ports. Yeah, I think they want to compete with this board with the Duet 3, I guess. And a BL Touch. Cool. Support the firmware software mainsail? Never heard of it. But Marlin, Clipper, and ta-da! Octoprint. We never can guess that, right? So the how it started. I mean, I do like something like this, not a paper drawing of something you created or you thought of, but no date on it, you know. Oh, mainsail is like Octoprint for Clipper. Oh, nice one. So here you see some actual render of a board, and I can appreciate something like this quite a lot. Timeline 2019, first concept released. Development started in September of 2020. First Kickstarter campaign finished. What? Oh, yeah. In July of 2021, Kickstarter campaign finished, and then so they hope to send in March of 2022 all pledges shipped. Or in January they are going to start. Nice. So at 15,000 euros, second power pack, okay, 100,000, second board option, third board. Risk and challenges. So, first created, 2 backed. 2 backed? Okay, cool. So this board, when you are going to back this, first production batch of the Sigmoid S7P boards contain more power switch Piggy back module. So this cost 220 euros. $300, you get the boards, the power board, screws and accessories. Okay. So 220 and 300 euros for this board. I think it looks nice, better than the board before. There was no board, but anyways. Okay, nice. Yeah. The Raspberry Pi. So it's looking nice. There are more 3D printers. One is the Ultrabot Mono LCD 3D printer. The last few hours were going in. It's funded 461%, so that is a very nice Kickstarter campaign. Yeah, further I don't have to go because there are no further interesting things. Do we have some other news about 3D printers that are going to be released pretty soon? Yeah, well, it's the same time here. So, see you later. Big sale, the Hornets. Yeah. So, we'll see you next time. Thanks for following and have the nice conversation. In the meantime, I'm going to grab something to drink. So I'm back again. Cool. See you next time. Bye. Whoop. So I hope the audio is still going nice. Yeah, I'm going to look for some other 3D printing news, but before I'm going to do that, I have some little updates about the Sculpto printer. Hmm. 3D printer. Do we have a new printer available? So we have the Sidewinder, we have the Hornet, we have the Genius. But why is it 2 times in there? Weird. Do we have some more 3D printer news? Elegoo. How far is Elegoo with their machines? Pre-order. Ooh. Fiery. Yeah, it's sold out. Of course it's sold out. Non-fam, are you still there? Somebody else still there? You know, I'm wondering when the Jupiter is going to come out. I'm very curious. Because they are working on the Neptune X. And I'm wondering if they're ever going to make a 3D printer called Uranus. Or Pluto. Or did they add all? Yeah, but they can also, you know, I'm thinking about it and I'm just going along with the flow. I think because we have only 9 planets in the solar system, I think they will also going to use the moons from Saturn and Jupiter, and I think something like Europe or Titan or some other names of some other of the moons. I think something like Titan, the Elegoo Titan. I think that's going to be a massive beefy 3D printer, if you would ask me. So yeah, okay, pre-order, but nothing in particular. I do need to say that last year when I was looking for Elegoo's 3D printers, you more likely to see the other things that Elegoo does. One of them are those electronic kits, but not the 3D printer. So you have to look very carefully to find it. What else can we find? Printer brands. Well, yeah, it's the logo from IdeaMaker. It says here IdeaMaker, but when you click on it, you get IdeaMaker. But it said something else. Do we have some news about it? I really want to try an IdeaMaker one time, but I don't know if that is going to happen. But hey, we will see. I'm from the Netherlands, by the way, if you would ask me. Cura version 4.10. What? So I have seen it correctly. You know, I see IdeaMaker, no, Cura 4.1. I see it as exactly as that, because we had 4.7, 4.8, 4.9. Are we now back to 0 again? Because, or back to 1 again? Because now they say Cura 4.10. So yeah, download it for free. I have a Mac. Thanks for asking. Downloads please. Yes. Bewaar. So I'm going to start it. So agree. Oh, you don't see anything. Oh my gosh, really? So we drag the Cura to the application folder. So here is going to do something. So vervang pa 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 pum 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 pum. Wee. Beep 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 beep. So it's now finished. Is it finished? So I'm going to check Cura. Let's see how Cura works. Nifty. Controleren. Hij gaat Cura controleren. Oh. So, and the calibration cube is done. Print done. Wow. I was looking for the caliper. So it's always great to save all the calibration cubes, because I know from this one it's also printed on the Biqu BX. I'm going to switch over. So it's always great to keep all the calibration cubes from the same printer. Then you can compare. So the height of, not inches, I need millimeters. So this calibration cube is so 20.18 in the Z-axis. It's similar. Hey, in the X-axis, 20.39. I know it needs to be calibrated. In the X-axis, 20.26. That is also looking nice. So the calibration cube, it's printed normal. So I'm very happy with that. So we are going to look at this. Open native CAD files for IdeaMaker Professional and Excellence. Oh, that's right. IdeaMaker 3D Printing Academy and level up your slicing skills. Okay, so they want to get rid of the YouTubers. Okay, nice. IdeaMaker Pet G print profiles are not available for the IdeaMaker 3. Yeah, of course. Flow rates. Thanks to Canis 3S. Now we have added the full metric flow rate in millimeters square. To preview mode color schemes, in addition, tweak the minimum maximum color values, making easier to optimize your print strategy displayed as the flow, layer thickness, line and width and speed. Okay, wow. Learn more. Next. So the add Z position parameter to filament change. Oh my gosh. Which with the filament change script, you can now control all three coordinates. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What does that mean? Okay, so it sounds very interesting. So I definitely need to check that out. So some bug fixes. Yeah, oh. Print the definitions, profiles. The Mingda D3, D4 and Rock 3 contributed by Cataclysm. The GG Aura A6. The longer LK1, LK1 Pro, LK1 Plus, LK4, LK4 Pro, LK5, LK5 Plus and the Cube 2 contributed by... Wat was de? Slaap lekker. My wife is going to bed. The 2-3 Bluer Plus, Sapphire Pro, Sapphire Plus. The Solvo SV3. Nice as well. So, yeah, very nice. But you know, most of the, yeah. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, it is. Oh my gosh. Ah, fluffs. There was a reason why I went one version back, and look, check this out. Check this out. I don't know how it can go like this, but it's crazy. So add a new printer. Non-networked printer. Anycubic. Mega Zero is in there. Okay, okay. So Biqu. Oh, really? B1 and B1 ABL. BQ. There's also BQ. I know. Creality 3D. The CR200B is not in here, but the CR6 SE is in there. The M6 is also not in there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Have fun. The Q5, the QQ, and the QS. The QQS is in there, but not the Q. This is lame. I don't think that Sculpto's in there either. Mingda, like mentioned, that we already saw. Poly. Okay. Printerbot. He did that. Yeah, Solvo. Tronxy. Velleman. I think Velleman is a Dutch company, right? So, nice, but you know, there are some things that I don't like here. But we will see, you know. We will see. So I have had my print out of the Biqu BX, out of IdeaMaker. So I hope I can start IdeaMaker again. Shall we try? At least, shall we try? So now the CPU is going up. Flicker. Hopla. IdeaMaker library. We have an Ender 3v2. So I have found here the Ender 3v2, which is nice. So I can click on import to IdeaMaker, copy. So it's now copied. So I'm close. Am I going? Yeah, I'm going to close that. Yeah, download template, download. So Ender 3 V2 PLA 0.2. Next. So that is so slicing template is this. Template name is that it's a PLA 0.2. Existing printer, or import to the following printer. I have a choice here. I can do two things. I can use it as a new printer. I can also override it with the old printer. But since I have a model from out of my printer, I'm going to use it as a new profile. I can always change it in the future. So, okay. So that is done. And if you didn't notice it, you saw that the screen just, you know, swiped a little bit. Or something happened on the background. And that is because the model or the profile is now switched over from the Biqu BX to the Ender 3 V2. I have an Ender 3 V2, so I can use IdeaMaker with the PLA profile on IdeaMaker. I think it's looking nice. While here the bed addition is skirt only, I can switch it over to brim only, or raft with skirt or raft with brim. I don't know why you should do that, but okay. Generate support, none. You can also touch platform only or all, so I choose none. Infill density is at 10% because I'm going to print the I'm going to print a Benchy on my Biqu BX, and we see what is going to happen. Shells, 2 shells. I think that is pretty decent, and layer height is 0.2 millimeters. It's looking nice. Group and layer settings. No idea. Per model, sequential printing. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly. There's the brim of the print. Dang, son, looking so fine. So that is all right. This was for the slicer settings. Let's see to this or here. All extruder. Uploads. No. I need to go into the settings of the printer itself. Printer settings. And we have advanced end of start G code. Okay, close. I cannot do anything here. So I'm going to add. You are not seeing anything. Oh my gosh, do I do it again? I'm talking about the slicer software and I'm showing nothing. Oh my gosh. Please don't hit me. Yeah. Benchy boat. Files. STL. So loading models. So there it is, the Benchy. So when I start slicing, I'm going to get some issues because I need to do some things. I need to do things. Repair? No. Type of printer. Here you can always switch between different kind of printers, so that is nice. IdeaMaker F series printer, print to printer. Filament settings. Here you have some filament settings, PLA, race 3D, display name, density, price. Close. Normally you have also settings, start and end G code. I think they changed it in the newer version. I think they did that. Let's see this. Slicing model. Not that they have changed something, but oh, because of press slice. Oh yeah. Yeah, that happens. So when I do configuration basically he starts all over again, creating new printer that I don't need right now. So I really need to be in filament retraction. So within a few minutes I'm going to close this live stream and I see if I can do also a live stream on YouTube itself, just for a little while as well there, because I'm also using StreamYards where I pay money for. Custom G-code. Do I need to put everything in there? No way. Printer type. So there isn't much. Wow. So that what I want to see, I cannot find. So what I can do is preview G-code file. No. Start slicing. Printed type. And I click on that, you will only get this. Infill speed, something like that I want to change, but I need to find how I get in there. Advanced. So here we are. So these are the advanced settings of IdeaMaker, and here you can change almost everything. So extruder 0.4 millimeters, that's correct. Traction. Solid infill support at this moment, none. Platform, brim only, that's what I have. Cooling, temperature, ten, 60. So speed, default printing speed is 50. Well, we can make it 60. First layer speed, I think it was going fast. XY movement speed, 100 millimeters per second. I think that's okay. Support speed, 10 walls. Something that can be changed in the future. Override filament settings, 95%. I don't know. Ooze. Other. I don't know. No. ABL. I would call it ABL or no BL Touch. But it ain't a BL Touch. It's just a Pro. That is looking nice. Yes. So start G code and G code. Save. Slice. So now we are going to slice the Benchy and see how this is going to look like. Upload to printer. Export. Yes, Benchy. ID4 Benchy. So then I know which kind of done. So I'm going to close this one. No. So I'm going to... Where did I save it to? I know where I have saved it. There, models, Benchy. Smartphone. Okay, sort on name. No. Sort. So files, and here is the so on the SD card, and let's start the print. The question? I'm really curious. So one of the things is it going to do the G29 command code for the auto bed leveling sequence? If the if the printer does do that, then it goes and follow the 25-point ABL sequence for the mesh bed leveling. It's now heating up. As you can see, the colors of the LEDs or LEDs, the RGB lights are on. As soon as the hot end is reaching a temperature, here you see it's red, so that means the nozzle is hot. The question, I do need to say that it's going pretty fast. Flow is set on 95. So now the LED changed, and now it's going to start printing. Any second now. Any second now. So there it goes. So it's probing. It does do the 25-point mesh bed leveling. So that is nice. So after the probing, I need to see how it is going to print the brim and how the Benchy is going to be printed and at which speed. Is the printing speed at 50 millimeters per second, or if it is a little bit faster, then that is okay. If you want to increase the speed, you can always use the settings on the machine itself, moving up from 100 to 150 or 200 millimeter, 200%. So I'm very curious what it is going to do now, because it's going to reach 0.21. Probing failed. Okay. So what I did see happen was, did it start, Benchy? Did it start? Okay, good that I stopped that. So because it first needs to home all accesses, and then it needs to start the G28. So I'm going to redo it again. It's almost good, almost. But I'm going to measure the bed first, making sure that my bed settings are correct. $25, that's correct. So the other one is also 25, so that is nice. So we're going to redo it again. We are close. We put the SD card back. Now we are going to open IdeaMaker again, but now we know that the G29 is working, but it couldn't finish because of the bed wasn't big enough. I see that it was the profile for the Ender 3. So I need to see how big the printer settings. So okay, the changes that I made were for the Ender 3 V2. So I need to switch over to so close printer, current printer, the Biqu BX. We are going to add the Benchy. So loading models. So we had the wrong printer. So start slicing, edit. So instead of the simple mode, we are going to the advanced mode. And there you get a whole bunch of possibilities to do. Extrusion width is always 0.4 if you are using a 0.4 nozzle. Infill 20%. Gyroid, I think that looks nice. Infill. RAM only. Cooling. I think most of the, yeah, see, I have changed the settings for the Ender 3v2 from 55 to 60 and from 205 to 210. So that is one of those things. Speed, default printing speed 100. Nice. Nice. I don't mind. Advanced, ooze, other, texture. So here we have also a bunch of G codes. So G28, home, axis, G29, ABL. So yeah, normally you get in the star G code, especially in Cura and some other slicers, you have for each G code command or M code command what it is. So slice. Now we are going to slice the model again. We are going to export it. So we are going to save it on the Biqu card. So here it asks to replace it. So yes, I do want to. So in that order, you're never going to make a mistake. Oh, what's the wrong one? No. Huh. Done. Export. Idea for 3D Benchy. That one needs to be done. 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 So I'm going to close this one. Yes. Oh, save project. No. I just want to close it. Am I not showing it again? Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. Oh. No. This thing got out like that. Now my laptop is starting to scream. So onboard SD, ID Benchy, yes. So now we are going to start again heating the nozzle and heating the bed. And when correctly, it should go auto home first. And then after that, an ABL. Old Chromatian, how are you doing? Are you still in the chat, or you already left? It's also possible. I do need to say that the Biqu BX is pretty fast in heating up. So the M572 D1. So now it's going to do an auto bed leveling sequence again, and it's not completely going, not homing. Oh. So I see what happened, and for the reason why it didn't home, it was that the printer was not going fully back. So I aborted the print without stopping directly. It finished first the task and then it's going to do that. Yeah, I know. I know. So now it's fully to the back. Now I can start the print again. It's going to heat again to 210, but now you will see that the auto bed leveling starts at this point and not off with a 2 centimeters. So the M572 command I do need to take out. So now it does work. So looking nice. I don't know about you, but if you are starting in print, that you are always drawn to it to watch it, or is it just me? I mean, I can watch a printer for the whole day, you know, but because I'm very busy, I cannot watch all the time. Yeah, it's true. It's true. So from time to time, by the way, this is a little quick tip for what I usually do. When you have some old towels or some other materials that are more heat resistant, clean the nozzle tip when it is heated up, and that way your nozzle tip keeps clean and don't stick new filament against it when starting a print, because if you are laying a brim or your first line and the line curls up against the nozzle, when it starts printing, it will drag also the line away from your print. So that was the last point. So okay, so it's going to drag across the screen without. So after the G29, I need to make sure to raise the Z-axis a little bit higher in order to, you know. So it's printing the Benchy at 100 millimeters per second. This is really going fast. I'm wondering to put up a stream to keep streaming on Twitch. So as you can see, the letters are already done, and now it's printing the first layer infill. So another Benchy test print is going on. Isn't that crazy? I do like it, you know? Crazy isn't that bad, you know? So like mentioned in the video that I released today about the Biqu BX review so far, I only used Cura and Prusa Slicer with some settings. And I do need to say that IdeaMaker, when tweaked a little bit, I'm not sure what the result is going to look like, but now already when I see the print speed, 100 millimeters per second, out-of-bed leveling is done. No, homing is done, out-of-bed leveling is done, so the G28, G29 is done, and it's printing at 100 millimeters per second. This thing is built for speed. No, but seriously, I was also printing after I recorded the video. I was printing Stitch from Walt Disney. I do need to say that the print failed. I stopped the print because it was some supports broke off, and because of that it was just printing just a little bit next to the original line, so you get partially noodles everywhere, so I had to stop it. I didn't want to waste any filament on that. So yeah, now I'm printing in Benchy again. See how that works. I want to make a huge fleet of different kind of Benchies, different kind of PLAs, different kind of colors, you know, testing out. And I think that printing something like a Benchy and a calibration cube, especially calibration cube, if you just got a profile on your IdeaMaker in this case, and you want to see if everything is correct, if it is starting to print, if it doesn't give any problems, or want to tackle problems at a very early stage, then something like a calibration cube is good to start with. You don't have any stringing that quickly, and it's a print that can be printed very quickly, very fast. Now I'm printing Benchy, it's going to take a longer time. Now it's at 1%. It's printing for 7 minutes already. But I mean, 100 millimeters per second. I mean, if the print does look great, I'm not going to change a lot on that profile. I can tell you that. So it's looking nice. Some other thing, even though there are not that many people watching this live stream at this moment, the Sculpto. The Sculpto printer, the bipolar printer, the one where Joel also posted a video about a few days earlier, or a picture of it on Twitter. It's funny, I did a unboxing video last week of this printer. It never happened before in the whole YouTube time that I am going to do what I'm going to do. Normally I buy a 3D printer, I do an unboxing, live build and first print of it. Then the review process is going to start with a whole bunch of different kind of models printed on that machine. It's going to be posted on Twitter, and after the testing and the reviewing, then I am going to make a review video. That is the normal process. However, in this case, also for the Biqu BX, there were several issues. I tried to solve them, I did solve them, and I am printing now my next slicer profile Benchy on IdeaMaker 4. For the Sculpto, however, Sculpto is something totally different. I think it's living on in the polar region, you know, and it's not helping. One of the things that I'm missing on this machine is an SD card reader, or a micro SD card reader on the side, and also a possibility to hook it up on your laptop or your computer, so that you are able to connect with it directly instead of using a Wi-Fi connection. You always have to use an app. I do have the app installed. It's nice. It's not bad, but the thing is that it isn't helping in any kind of way. The models, you need to have a Thingiverse account to log in, and then you can import the calibration cube, or start from out of Thingiverse a calibration cube through that app. You can change a few things, but not much. And because of that, you get some prints that doesn't look nice. So in real life, this octopusy, this flexi octopus, looks okay. But if I'm going to make some pictures of it, you will see lines. You see that it doesn't look that nice. Some other models, I showed it on Twitter. Those things are not looking perfect, or not satisfying enough to say, hey, nice print. So I contacted Sculpto, and I'm going to send the machine back. Because the thing is, no SD card, no USB. There looks like there is a parts cooling fan, but you know, I have some extrusion issues. The app doesn't allow you to make a lot of changes. You cannot use any other slicer software. On top of that, you have to use Sculptor Filament or else your warranty gets void. I don't know who would ever think of it, but that is actually what is in the manual. And it's sad because I have many problems with the CTC Prusa, but I still have it. But with the Sculptor, I have it for a little bit time, and I already want to get rid of it. It's crazy. So the Benchy is printing on the Biqu BX. I see some nice positive things on that. The Sculptor is, I'm going to record one video with it. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to say anything about that, what is going to be in the video. But, you know, if you are not subscribed to Zachary 3D Prints on YouTube, please do so, because you don't miss any video then. Something like that. Yeah, sometimes I still need to get some nice taglines during videos, during live streams as well. So it's getting late. If you are new to Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. If you are rewatching this video on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to get the latest videos or news and updates right in your YouTube alerts. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Zachary_Bergen. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And hey, let's make awesome things with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye.